What if I told you that being diagnosed with diabetes doesn't have to be the end of the world, but could actually be the beginning of the healthiest chapter of your life? Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll have a complete roadmap that could literally save your life and help you thrive with diabetes instead of just surviving with it. I know that moment when your doctor says those words, "You have diabetes," feels like everything just stopped. Your mind probably raced with questions, fears, and maybe even denial. But here's what I wish someone had told me right after my diagnosis. This is not a death sentence, it's a wake-up call. And with the right plan, you can live an incredible life. Today, we're going to walk through exactly what you need to do from day one of your diabetes diagnosis. We'll cover the immediate steps, the long-term strategies, and the mindset shifts that will transform how you approach this condition. Whether you're newly diagnosed or supporting someone who is, this information could change everything. Let's start with what happens in those first critical hours and days after diagnosis. Your head is probably spinning with medical terminology, and you might feel overwhelmed by all the information coming at you. The first thing you need to understand is that diabetes management is a marathon, not a sprint. You don't need to master everything immediately, but you do need to take specific actions right away. Your first priority is understanding what type of diabetes you have. Type 1 diabetes means your body doesn't produce insulin at all, and you'll need insulin injections for life. Type 2 diabetes means your body either doesn't make enough insulin or doesn't use it effectively. Each type requires different approaches, so getting this clear is crucial for everything that follows. Next, you need to assemble your healthcare team. This isn't just your primary doctor. You'll want an endocrinologist who specializes in diabetes, a certified diabetes educator, and potentially a nutritionist. Think of them as your personal advisory board. Don't be afraid to ask questions, even if they seem basic. Your life literally depends on understanding this condition. Now let's talk about the game changer that most people overlook: blood sugar monitoring. This isn't just about checking numbers, it's about understanding your body's unique patterns. In those first weeks, test your blood sugar more frequently than you might need long-term. Check it when you wake up before meals, 2 hours after meals, and before bed. This gives you baseline data about how your body responds to different foods, stress levels, and activities. Here's something crucial that many people miss. Start keeping a detailed log immediately. Record your blood sugar readings, what you ate, how much you exercised, your stress levels, and how you felt. After a few weeks, patterns will emerge that become your personalized roadmap to better control. The nutrition piece is where many people get stuck, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Forget everything you think you know about dieting. Diabetes nutrition isn't about deprivation, it's about strategic eating. The key is understanding how different foods affect your blood sugar and timing your meals appropriately. Start with portion control using the plate method. Fill half your plate with non-starchy vegetables like leafy greens, broccoli, or peppers. 1/4 should be lean protein like chicken, fish, or tofu. The remaining quarter is for complex carbohydrates like brown rice, quinoa, or sweet potatoes. This simple visual guide takes the guesswork out of meal planning. Carbohydrate counting becomes your new superpower. Every gram of carbohydrate you eat will raise your blood sugar, but not all carbs are created equal. 15 grams of carbs from an apple will affect you differently than 15 grams from white bread. Start learning the carb content of your favorite foods and how they personally impact your blood sugar levels. Timing matters enormously. Try to eat your meals at consistent times each day. This helps your body develop predictable patterns, making blood sugar management much easier. If you're on insulin, coordinating your injection timing with your meals becomes critical for avoiding dangerous spikes or drops. Exercise is your secret weapon, but it needs to be approached strategically. Physical activity can lower blood sugar for up to 24 hours after your workout. Start slowly, especially if you haven't been active recently. A 15-minute walk after meals can significantly improve your blood sugar control. The key is finding activities you actually enjoy. Hate running? Try dancing, swimming, or gardening. The best exercise is the one you'll stick with consistently. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate activity per week, but build up gradually to avoid injury or blood sugar swings. Here's something most people don't realize. Strength training is just as important as cardio for diabetes management. Building muscle mass improves your body's ability to use insulin effectively. You don't need a gym membership. Bodyweight exercises at home can be incredibly effective. Stress management isn't optional when you have diabetes, it's essential. Chronic stress releases hormones that directly raise blood sugar levels. This creates a vicious cycle where diabetes stress makes your diabetes worse, which creates more stress. Breaking this cycle is crucial for long-term success. Develop a stress management toolkit that works for you. This might include meditation, deep breathing exercises, yoga, journaling, or talking with a counselor. The specific technique matters less than finding something you can use consistently when stress levels rise. Sleep quality directly impacts blood sugar control. Poor sleep can make your body more resistant to insulin, making diabetes management much harder. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Create a consistent bedtime routine, limit screen time before bed, and keep your bedroom cool and dark. Let's address the emotional side because this is huge and often ignored. Being diagnosed with diabetes can trigger grief, anger, fear, and depression. These feelings are completely normal, and acknowledging them is part of healthy management. Many people benefit from connecting with diabetes support groups or working with a counselor who understands chronic illness. Medication compliance is non-negotiable, but understanding your medications makes compliance easier. Whether you're taking oral medications, insulin, or both, learn how each one works, when to take it, and what side effects to watch for. Never adjust your medications without consulting your healthcare team, but don't be afraid to discuss concerns or side effects. Technology can be your ally in diabetes management. Continuous glucose monitors, smartphone apps for tracking food and blood sugar, and insulin calculators can simplify daily management. However, don't let technology replace your fundamental understanding of how your body responds to different factors. Planning becomes essential for long-term success. This means meal planning, emergency preparedness, and travel considerations. Always carry quick-acting glucose sources for low blood sugar episodes. Keep extra testing supplies and medications available. When traveling, bring more supplies than you think you'll need and carry them in multiple locations. Regular healthcare monitoring goes beyond daily blood sugar checks. You'll need regular A1C tests to measure your average blood sugar over the past 3 months. Eye exams become critical because diabetes can affect vision. Foot care isn't optional. Diabetes can cause nerve damage and circulation problems that make foot injuries dangerous. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. You're not a diabetic person, you're a person who happens to have diabetes. This condition doesn't define you, but managing it well can actually improve many aspects of your health and life. Many people report feeling better after diagnosis and treatment than they had in years. Building your support network is crucial for long-term success. This includes family members who understand your condition, friends who support your lifestyle changes, healthcare providers you trust, and potentially other people with diabetes who can share experiences and encouragement. Emergency preparedness isn't about being paranoid, it's about being smart. Know the signs of both high and low blood sugar emergencies. Make sure family members or close friends know what to do if you're unable to help yourself. Wear medical identification jewelry and keep emergency contact information easily accessible. The financial aspect of diabetes management is real and needs planning. Medications, testing supplies, and healthcare visits add up quickly. Research your insurance coverage, look into patient assistance programs, and budget for these ongoing expenses. Good diabetes management is an investment that pays dividends in avoided complications and better quality of life. Remember that diabetes management is highly individual. What works perfectly for someone else might not work for you, and that's completely normal. Your optimal diet, exercise routine, medication timing, and lifestyle adjustments will be unique to your body, schedule, and preferences. This is why keeping detailed records and working closely with your healthcare team is so important. The journey from diagnosis to confident self-management takes time, patience, and persistence. There will be days when your blood sugar doesn't cooperate despite doing everything right. There will be times when you feel frustrated or overwhelmed. This is all part of the process, not a sign of failure. Focus on progress, not perfection. Small, consistent improvements in your daily habits will compound over time into significant health benefits. Celebrate your victories, learn from your challenges, and remember that every day is a new opportunity to take good care of yourself. Your diabetes diagnosis isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter where you take control of your health in ways you never imagined. With the right knowledge, tools, and mindset, you can not just manage diabetes, but thrive with it. The roadmap is clear, the support is available, and your healthiest days can absolutely be ahead of you.